Turning now to another topic that we've been tracking, Uber is facing a lawsuit by approximately 550 female passengers. That's over sexual assaults, they say, of varying kinds by Uber drivers. The lawsuit contends that the ride-sharing company has not taken adequate steps to protect riders from these assaults. With more on this, let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Alexis Keenan, who's been doing double duty for us this week, from the Twitter lawsuit now to this new lawsuit. Now, we talked earlier in the week about some of the Uber revelations from some files coming out, but those were sort of pre-2017. These allegations are much more recent, some of them.
Yes. And so I feel like we're talking about this again on the heels of Uber's also report that they're now releasing. To their credit, they are trying to keep tabs on how many violent assaults are reported on their platform. This lawsuit is filed in California State Court, and it has about 5 named defendants, but the law firm that's representing these women, they say that they have about 550 women, another 150 that are being investigated right now. What they claim is that Uber has been negligent in warning potential victims, riders, women particularly, about the risks of getting into an Uber. Specifically, these claims come from women and girls who say that they were kidnapped, sexually assaulted, battered, raped, falsely imprisoned, stalked, and harassed. Now, the plaintiffs say that the company has known about this problem since at least 2014, when it started to charge a $1 fee per ride for bolstering their safety applications. They say that the company failed to install video cameras, knowing this, failed to produce adequate background checks, saying that they prioritize speed over the safety of passengers by using very quick kind of 36-hour background checks on the applicant drivers. And they say that they also abandoned fingerprinting, which they could be doing, but have chosen not to. Now, in response, Uber's spokesperson has said that sexual assault is a horrific crime. They say they take each and every report seriously. And they also say that they've built new safety features that are established for survivor-centric policies. They say they've adopted those as well. But they say that they're making an effort, but this lawsuit says they fall short of what they could be doing.
Well, and it's interesting, the talk about being too speedy to approve new drivers, because we know there has been an acute driver shortage for Uber to find Uber drivers on the part of the company. So what happens next in this lawsuit? I mean, we've been talking about the speed with which various things make their way through the system. How does this one compare?
So generally, defendant has about 30 days to respond, give or take. There are some extensions that could be at play. But I also want to point out the numbers here, because those are important. There is data to show whether Uber is or is not addressing this issue. So if we look back at the first time that the company released a report, that was for the 2017-2018 years. And during that time, they had 5,981 reports. You can see a breakdown, I think we have, of 464 of those were rape, 587 attempted rape, 3,000 touching a sexual body part, and 1,900 kissing incidents. Then we jump to the new data. This is what was just released. That's 2019 and 2020. And you have to take into consideration that ridership was down at some points 80% because of COVID-19. During that time, the company is saying that they have reports of 3,824 total incidents, and the breakdown there, 388 of those were rape reports, 284 attempted rape, about 2,000 sexual touching, and about 1,100 kissing incidents. They say they are trying to implement more safety features. They point to their GPS tracking and their ride-sharing capabilities, and also an emergency button that can be hit by a passenger while using the app. There's also a program that the company has been piloting in, I believe it's in South America, where the audio of the ride can be recorded, though that will play out state by state here, whether there has to be consent on both sides, both the driver and the rider, to do that. But it could be another feature that would really help in this area.
Interesting.
All right, well, thanks for breaking it all down. Alexis Keenan, appreciate it.